All right. Packers by 4.5 at the Panthers. Quarterback situation here. We've got Jordan Love and Bryce Young. I just threw up in my mouth. Uh, Worst matchup in football for Jordan Love. Bryce Young gets the 18th best, so not a great matchup for either. Having said that, I'm sure even in a bad matchup, Jordan Love is higher for me. He is.
Yes,
He's
he's
at
a liar.
18. Bryce Young is down at 30 in between Case Keenum and Mason Rudolph. That should tell you all you need to know. I will fire up Jordan Love in a super flex league. I'm not starting him in a single QB unless you're in some horrible mess, in which case you're probably screwed. And I don't want Bryce Young in any format unless I'm absolutely desperate. What do you think?
Yeah, right there with you. As much as like Bryce Young coming out as an NFL quarterback, it's been about as bad as it can be for any quarterbacking situation. Reminds me of Trevor Lawrence a couple years ago with Jacksonville. It's just a disaster. You can't count on any fantasy points. Their offense is running it at such a high clip right now. They're trying to protect like Bryce Young. They're just feeding Chuba Hubbard. So Hubbard's really the only option in this offense I trust at all. And we'll get into Thielen in a little bit. But yeah, I'm not playing Young. I have Bryce Young as a top 15 option. If you need to desperately play him, I'm fine with it. But the matchup, the way Carolina plays, it just really limits him. So I have a hard time seeing him hit a ceiling for you.
Who do you have
You
in
probably have
top
better
15?
options. Yeah, I do.
Who?
I have Jordan Love in the top
You
15.
said Bryce Young in the top 15. I was
Sorry,
like, huh?
Jordan
What?
Love. Not Bryce Young is
What?
30.
I was like,
Bryce Young is
what?
down. Bryce
I was like,
Young is right one spot out of Mason Rudolph. That's where Bryce Young is
did
at.
he say Bryce Young's in his top 15? Did I lose my fucking mind?
No, I'm not that much of a
Okay,
psycho.
all right. We got you. We got you. All right, moving on to running backs. Packers, third best matchup. Panthers get the eighth best matchup. So it's pretty favorable here. Having said that, my highest is Chuba. I have Chuba at 11. I have Aaron Jones at 18. I far prefer Chuba. Never thought I'd say that. Aaron Jones is always an injury risk, but he's good when he does stay healthy. It just doesn't happen very often. Aside from him, I want absolutely nothing to do with anyone else. I don't want Miles Sanders. I don't want to play the A.J. Dillon game. These two might be closer together if A.J. Dillon misses again, but I think I'm still going Hubbard. What
Yeah.
about you?
Yeah, I have Hubbard significantly above Aaron Jones this week. Aaron Jones is pushing top 30. It's just, man, like he hasn't been healthy and they're not giving him enough work. So ideally, this matchup's really good for him, but you have a hard time trusting him because you don't know what Aaron Jones you're going to get. Like that's just how bad it is. So ideally, he should be above Hubbard, but he's not. I much prefer Hubbard. He's averaging 24.7 opportunities since the coaching staff was fired. So like this offense runs through Chuba Hubbard, which is weird to say, but it is. He's a solid like RB2 and he has RB1 upside. But it's you just roll with Hubbard this week.
Wide receiver. It would be the fourth worst matchup for the Packers, 19th best for the Panthers. This one's tough for me. I think the best receivers are on the Packers, but the best target share belongs to Adam Thielen. I think Thielen is my highest. They're all in the wide receiver 3 range for me. I have Thielen at 33. Don't love it. I've sat him everywhere I have him. I have Dobbs at 39, Wicks at 44. Is Reed questionable? Why do I not have Reed? I'm looking
He's
for.
on my rate. He should be fine. Like I'll double check. But let me see.
Why do I
I
have
have him like 30. Reed, by the way.
I don't have him in my rankings. He played last week, right?
Yeah, he missed practice yesterday because he's dealing with an injury. So like he injured his ankle in the game, and that's why he was out in the fourth quarter. He basically didn't play a snap in the fourth quarter. So
I'm having all sorts of fantasy pros issues. Where the hell is he? It
yeah.
says he's in my rankings. Is it just having buried? He must have had an injury designation. Yeah, I have him down at 54. He's listed as questionable with a toe injury. That's way too low. He's getting moved up for me too. He's going to be the highest ranked Packer for me, that's for sure. So, where did I say? Romeo Dubs.
What 27?
Romeo Dubs is 39. I'm moving Reed up to 30, 3 spots above Thielen.
Yeah. It's all about health with Reed. If he's healthy, he's the guy I trust by far the most in this offense. He's a Debo light for Green Bay. They're getting looks on the end zone. They're giving men arounds. Like they're finding ways to get him the ball because he's their best wide receiver while Christian Watson is out. So, and maybe Watson's back this week, but I don't think he's expected to be back. So overall, I'm trusting with Reed. If he's healthy, he's going to get to go. Other than that, I'll play Thielen. It's just kind of a low floor with Thielen. You know what you're going for. So the upside that we saw earlier in the year is really much dissipated. And then it's Wicks and Dobbs and those guys, and really the wide receiver 4-5 range for me.
What the hell is going on with Fantasy Pros? My ranking didn't save when I updated it for Reed. It has Wandale Robinson as wide receiver 17. How the fuck does that
That's
happen? Anyway,
wild.
so I don't know. Something's going on with their site. It's giving me fits here, but we'll move on. Tight ends, we have Tucker Kraft gets the 21st best matchup, so a terrible one. 13th best for whoever the Panthers tight end is, Tommy Tremble. I want no part of either of them. Kraft, I guess, is a desperation low end tight end one, more like a tight end two for me. Don't want him unless I have to. Fifth worst matchup for the Packers for Packers kicker Anders Carlson. 19th best matchup for Eddie Pinheiro of the Panthers. I don't want anything to do with either of these guys, so sit the tight end, sit the kickers. The DSTs is a different story. Third best matchup for the Packers. They are one of my favorite streams of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Eighth worst matchup for the Panthers. I want no part of them. I'm sure the Packers are top 12 for me. They are their fifth, and the Panthers are towards the bottom, I'm sure, 26. So out of tight end, kicker, DST, Packers, I think, are a must start this week. I'm sitting everyone else unless I'm absolutely desperate and need to roll out Tucker Kraft. What do you think?
Yeah. I think Tucker Kraft's the one guy you could take a flyer on out of this. Obviously, starting the Packers defense, this matchup's good for them. So besides them, they're the only other one I'm willing to play if I need a tight end and I'm struggling. If I'm dealing with like Kincaid or Pitts or any one of those guys and the situation's a little dicey, like I don't mind rolling the darts and throwing on Tucker Kraft this week.